Like, escaping is the easy way, I guess. Lol. You have escaped from prison. Unlocked ending 2 out of 9. Oh boy. That was funny. That was funny. Alright, let's take the evidence the right way. It's gonna be the final time.
She should be here by now.
Okay, we are not gonna do it again. I didn't escape, you moved. I escaped, okay? You ugly. You look ugly. So let's try to do it the legit way now. You gotta help me on this one, guys. I'm just trying to... I'm spamming the clicks to skip everything, guys. Come on, skip. Oh my god. Literally takes 10 minutes.
Eaton.
I don't care, just skip it.
Monsieur Eaton.
Shut up, for fuck's sake. You asshole. Hey, Tristan. Yeah, blue is ugly, indeed. We are not talking about me, you
Monsieur
idiot.
Eaton, I'm told.
Yes, we're gonna need his help. How you doing, mister? Alright, so...
Later, I wanted to start the car and go for a ride.
It didn't
But
start.
I decided to go for an evening walk.
We got beat up. How you doing, Mr. Tristan? Are you alright over there?
I entered the Café de Paris cafeteria. I wanted to drink some good wine and eat a piece of cheese. A group of Parisian rabble tried to throw me out, screaming that there was no room for gypsy thieves. They beat me and threw me into the street. I was all covered in blood. Did you report? And where is a sec? What do you... In jail. I understand.
Judge will remember that. So, I went to the hotel. I got my key. Alright, that's how it goes, right?
I entered the nearby hotel, Caucasus.
Okay, we went over here. We got the key.
Apparently, I wanted... Monsieur Eaton. So, yes, I do not... Sometimes... Did you... No, Miss...
Alright, so... We got the key. Do we go upstairs? Do we go upstairs? Because I feel like I have to, right? But if I go now... Okay, let's see the events or whatever. The events. We are on this time. The accused was at the theatrical premiere of Promé, which took place at Opera Garnier. Where is the opera? We have to find the opera, guys. I'm not sure where the opera is.
Later, I opened the door and walked out into the street.
Let's see the signs.
For a moment, I admired... I do not recall that part.
Okay, I can't go there. Let's see the signs or something.
Then I read cultural announcement. I looked at the poster of the play Prométhée, sponsored by Le Feu Company. It was the exact premiere where I had spent the evening.
Café de Paris. Where? Alright, see you in a bit.
For a moment, I do not recall that part.
I can't go there. The murder weapon designed and manufactured by found in a secret workshop of the accused. I do not trace of blood were found on it as well as Ethan's fingerprints. So I guess I go and grab the weapon. Right? Okay, so let's go to my house then. Because I was covered. I
admired the charming streets of Montmartre.
I was covered in blood because they beat me up, right? They beat me up.
I opened the door
full of blood.
And entered the building where my apartment.
Full of blood, and I went and I grabbed my weapon for reasons. I stared at this one.
I noticed that my neighbors. There was a letter for me from the Ministère de la Justice.
I got my email.
Monsieur le Président, this is the evidence marked with number 2. It clearly shows that my client designed his interrogation machine with only the best intentions. According to his plan, it was supposed to be forwarded to the prosecutor's office and law enforcement agencies to improve the effectiveness of...
This is the second. This is not the first. This is the second. So it has to be another one. What is the number 1, for fuck's sake?
I opened the inner door. I stopped to read the announcement. I stopped to read the announcement.
From a 342 Opera Garnier. Where is that place?
Then, I opened the door and stepped outside.
That doesn't make sense. Where is it? Café de Paris. I see a door there. I stare at the posters. Is it something with the posters?
Then I read cultural announcements. For a moment, I admired the charming... I do not recall that part. For a moment, I do not recall that part.
Hotel... This is the hotel.
I knocked, but no one answered. I read the restaurant's menu.
Why?
I opened the door and entered the building where my apartment is.
The evident one character came from Opera before getting here on these streets. So Hugo Urgent's testimony. The accused was at the theatrical premiere of Prométhée, which took place at Opera. That's the event. Supporting evidence, Hugo Urgent's testimony. Well, who is Hugo? Hugo is my neighbor. He's my fucking neighbor, right?
Then I opened the door.
My neighbor, Hugo.
I decided to use the stairs instead of the elevator. I knocked at Monsieur Brissot's door, and he called back after some time. Do you always... Monsieur, please.
Yeah, but I checked my car, and it didn't do anything.
I opened the door and walked out into the hallway.
Oh boy. I'm pretty sure that I did...
I used the... Then I opened the inner door. I opened the door and walked out into the street.
We need to find the one. Let's go to the car.
Later, I wanted to start the car and go for a ride, but it ran out of fuel. From l'Opéra Garnier, I already returned on fumes.
So I came from the opera, probably, And I ran out of gas.
I tried to start the car,
But it doesn't give me any clues or anything. The car. I don't know why these dudes beat me up though. Do I do something here? That's my question. This guy is gonna beat me up? There's also a door there.
I knocked, but no one answered.
See you tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming. We need to find the first one.
I entered the Café de Paris cafeteria. I wanted to drink some good wine and eat a piece of cheese. A group of Parisian rabble tried to throw me out, screaming that there was no room for gypsy thieves. They beat me and threw me into the street. I was all covered in blood.
Monsieur Eaton.
I was hoping. I knocked, but
I'm thinking if I go to the hotel. Is it another room for someone else
I
or
entered
something?
the nearby hotel, Caucasus. I opened the door to the phone room.
Maybe I need to buy something from here. That's gonna give me another clue.
I bought a few things from my vending machine. I wanted to learn something about that hotel room, allegedly rented by me. I noticed an advertisement for a play sponsored by my company. The premiere had taken place a few hours before, and that's where I spent.
So that was new. Because usually it says call for 10 minutes. That one said call to the room.
I tried to open the door to the restaurant.
The guy is not
but
here.
It was closed. I checked the guest book. There was my surname and a signature which I recognized immediately. It was the signature of my father.
That's
Monsieur
the number
President,
one.
The
That's the
evidence
number one.
mentioned by my client has
Okay.
already been presented by the prosecutor. But I must add that we commissioned the handwriting expert. This is the proof marked with number 1. It states that the signature appearing in the hotel guest book really belongs to Antoine Eaton, father of the accused.
Okay.
Then Monsieur Antoine Eaton will be
Alright, so number 1 is the book. Number 2, it's the email. I believe number 3.
Later, I opened the door and walked out into the street.
Number 3, I believe it's my neighbors or something. Did I found it before? Wait. Guest book. Then the next one is fingerprint expertise, torture machine documentation, metal rod, the police report, history of torture book, medical. Okay. Hold space to show hint. You've proved the fact that you did not plan to use the device on Marie, but we could use one more proof to shut prosecutor's mouth. Someone?